Indie sci-fi thriller aren't words we get to say often enough, even if the reason why is obvious. Making aliens, rocket ships, and the cold vacuum of space look real is expensive. Tribeca Film Festival offering ISS avoids that issue by taking place entirely aboard the International Space Station, which becomes the staging ground for a proxy war when a nuclear conflict breaks out between America and Russia. That premise wouldn't have been out of place in a collection of short stories by Ray Bradbury and our friend director Gabriella Cowperthwaite. Working from a blacklist script by Nick Shafir comes close to maximizing its potential with help from a stellar ensemble led by Ariana DeBose and Chris Messina. The six-member crew is evenly divided among astronauts and cosmonauts: Dr. Kira Foster, DeBose, Gordon Barrett, Messina, and Christian Campbell, John Gallagher Jr. On one side, Veronika Vetrov, Maria Mashkova, Alexei Pulov, Palu Azbek of A Hijacking and Game of Thrones, and Nikolat Pulov, Costa Ronan of The Americans, on the other. Their loyalties aren't as clearly defined as you might imagine, in part because all involved try to treat the ISS as a politics-free zone, but also because two of them are not so secretly romantically involved. Kira, a biologist, is the latest to arrive, and she's brought her mice with her. We learn a lot about her early on, first from how tender she is with the creatures she's experimenting on, and then from the fact that she doesn't feel the overview effect. A profound shift in perspective experienced by astronauts who've had the privilege of viewing Earth from space. Consider this quote from astronaut Mike Massimino, which seems to sum up the experience. "I thought at one point, if you could be up in heaven, this is how you would see the planet. And then I dwelled on that and said, no, it's more beautiful than that. This is what heaven must look like. I think of our planet as a paradise. We are very lucky to be here." Well, yes and no. ISS isn't subtle in its foreshadowing of what's to come, but is effective. If it seems ominous when Alexei tells Kira that it does not end well, when mice are brought aboard the space station and placed in a small enclosure together, well, that's because it's meant to be. Ditto an argument that breaks out that same night between him and Gordon about the Scorpion song Wind of Change. Whether or not that power ballad inspired by a visit to the Soviet Union was actually written with input from the CIA is the subject of a popular podcast. It's while Kira does a bit of earth-gazing that any and all suspicions you might have are realized, as what she initially mistakes as a series of volcanic eruptions are actually massive explosions courtesy America and Russia. Before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.